Luna Highwater drew her very first breath on 18 October 1998 in weather-beaten field hospital pitched near the wind farms of Tehachapi, California. Turbine blades carve low whoops through dawn fog, and her mother, a gospel funk drummer who keeps pressed jasmine petals in her stick bag, tapped a syncopated lullaby on a cracked practice pad while nurses checked vital signs. And her father, a wildfire lookout who sketches cloud animals on empty ration boxes, bent so close their foreheads touch, and promised his daughter that any horizon shifts for bodies bold enough to feel their outline and never learn to fold. Curves swirled through every branch of the Highwater family, exactly the way tumbleweed skitters across Mojave flats. So no one gasped when baby Luna split her second flannel swaddle before the hum of the generators warmed. Grandma, Tomasina, eases sew a needle under each stressed seam, whitened the wrap with cloth torn from an old picnic quilt, then laughed that extra fabric cost spare change. But teaching a child to shrink can cost her every mile of road she is meant to roam. Kindergarten hallways smelled of No. 2 pencil shavings, chalk dust, and desert dust devils sneaking in whenever the doors flapped wide. Luna already stood a head taller and a shoulder broader than her classmates, blotting the projector beam each time she traced new spelling words on the whiteboard. One gusty recess, 2 boys danced around her chanting "freight truck" every hop she placed on the painted four-square grid. That evening, she combed the gravel around the wind farm fence, gathering soda caps scuffed smooth by turbine workers' boots. She threaded them on fishing line, stitched the glittering strand down the spine of her mint hoodie, and walked into class next sunrise, scattering sunflecks across ceiling tiles. A traveling substitute caught 8 seconds of video on a flip phone and uploaded the clip to a news sharing site. By dinner, 16,000 strangers had cheered the girl who turned ridicule into wind-lit sparkle. Luna scribbled a sentence in violet ink at the top of her reading log. "When clouds crowd my sky, I will fling mirrors until they break apart." Saturdays belonged to the truck stop craft market, where her mother's rim shots collided with the sizzle of carne asada and the creak of diesel pumps. Store-bought jeans seized halfway over Luna's thighs, so she bartered tip jar quarters for sun-faded tarpaulin, cut it into high-waist culottes, sprayed Roadrunner silhouettes with charcoal, and posed at sunset against rust-patched semis while her cousin snapped grainy pictures. She launched an image diary called Turbine Lantern, the very week a photo app spread across small-town cell towers. Captions bounced between Spanish dichos and direct English truths like "curves anchor dust storms steadier than sandbags." Before 16 candles, she counted 52,000 unseen friends, tapping hearts on every golden frame, proof that distant screens can drown cafeteria whispers louder than any teacher's hush. A renewable energy grant ferried her to Arizona State. Daylight disappeared inside solar bonding labs, and nights belonged to a 24-hour taco bus, glowing neon cerulean at the campus edge. The warming lamp became her single soft light. Between lingual orders, she filmed 90-second reels, twisting parchment wrappers into yucca flower hair clips while explaining dart manipulation in a voice half desert hush, half lecture spark. One clip layered coyote yips on a pocket synth pulse while she chain-stitched reflective guideline cord into thrift denim. 42 hours later, the reel coasted past 1 million plays. Southwest fashion columns crowned her the taco bus couturier, yet every sponsor email in her inbox stalled at size 16. Luna slid each proposal into a folder she named Shrinking Nets, wiped salsa roja off her cuff, and flipped another tortilla. A monsoon lightning storm carried an email from Columbia Sportswear inviting her to co-design a dustproof capsule titled Mirage Pulse. Luna responded with 3 unbreakable terms. Patterns must grow to 60-inch hips. Half the crew must be hired from community college fashion programs, and 10% of net profit must fund drought-resistant community gardens in Kern County. Columbia signed before dawn cooled the concrete. The shoe unfolded on a gypsum playa where salt flats shimmered lake illusions. Luna guided curvy dune borders across polished crusts, while a drone traced lazy circles overhead. When the lookbook launched, every extended size shell vanished inside 41 hours across 25 countries. Turbine Lantern vaulted beyond 700,000 followers. Still scented with cilantro, she ducked behind flour sacks, balanced her phone on a tub of beans, and live-streamed tear-bright thanks beneath buzzing fluorescent. Quick pause for our first invitation. If that surge of success already sparked something inside your chest, press subscribe now. One gentle tap is free and secures your place for the next ride before the algorithm wind shifts. Spotlight shimmer drew rumor coyotes. A gossip blog insisted Luna squeezed into steel corsets beneath her shell gear. At sunrise, she paddled a longboard across a dry lake bed, stood firm in sports bra and linen shorts, traced each stretch stripe with crushed bougainvillea petals, and banged a drum fill on an empty oil barrel while chanting bodies, steer sandstorms, not steel braces. So 5 million viewers reposted the jam, tagging it bougainvillea proof, brushing pink dust along their own curves until gossip wandered off hungry. Island night bus wages braided with capsule royalties forming Highwater glow, a whipped custard churning agave butter, prickly pear oil, and mica flakes that flash pearl when camera lights blink. 19,010s cooled on her father's workbench, lids tied with braided paracord and stamp moisturize your horizon. Stock evaporated in 83 minutes, lifting $196,000. 20% launch Beacon grants that send heavy-duty surgers and desert acoustics kits to plus-size teens in trailer park studios from Victorville to Tucson. 9 months later, 36 winners staged a sunset fashion and coyote song parade along Route 66, streamed live to breakfast panels from Seoul to Phoenix Fashion Week now knew roadside legend when a backstage air cannon shredded her emerald mesh gown from rib to knee, 80 heartbeats before curtain. Luna snatched neon tie-down straps off a camera dolly, laced the rip like hiking boot hooks, and strode the runway as if the splice lived in every rendering. Camera shutters cracked like thunderclap. Vogue Sonoran declared the moment rope cadence, and another million lantern travelers surfaced before after-party vinyl warmed. Sabotage tried another lap when a disgruntled aide leaked chopped mails alleging Luna demanded rattlesnake sliders and chauffeured dune buggies for her rescue desert tortoise, Fandango. She unloaded the full-thread refillable water urns, bean chili for crew, caption monitors for deaf stylists, then wired that month's affiliate earnings, $137,000, into biodegradable dust net pilots across Coachella Valley. Fans echoed her desert creed, receipts flashed brighter than rumor grit, until whispers blew away. By midsummer, turbine lanterns shimmered for 6.7 million Instagram hearts, 3.3 million real voyagers, and 2 million steadfast subscribers, engagement hovering at 10%, forcing ad strategists back to blank charts. Cartier invited her to headline Topaz Surge inside Kitt Peak Solar Telescope Vault. Luna accepted once Cartier pledged therapy stipends for migrant farm workers surviving record heat waves. The final reel, her wrists scattering amber flecks across gold mirrors, became Cartier's most saved post of the quarter. Stanley keeps her gyroscope steady. Twice each month she streams, strings, and steam. Mom riffs funk accordion over a propane griddle. Dad recites cloud haiku. And Luna upcycles thrift denim beneath fairy bulbs. One session crested 9 million views when Fandango shuffled through powdered sugar and sneezed a dusty mist onto the mic. A desert wildlife rescue now sponsors every stream, tagging rehabilitated tortoises with solar trackers funded by Highwater Glow. Glow revenue crested $12 million before its second birthday. Luna leased a silent almond sorting plant, sliced skylights through corrugated roof sheets, and hired furloughed irrigation crews plus design grads to whip and jar cream, each 10 not shut by hand during midday stretch dances to accordion house mashups. Efficiency experts begged for shrink bands. She repeated her mother's mantra, fingertips store legends long after robots forget, and rope ties remain human. She pours mental health candor through every feed drop, pairing Basalt Ridge portraits with taco truck selfies captioned, "Same sky, different weather," dropping breath loops recorded in abandoned missile silos, offering reframing sheets in English and Spanish, and linking sliding scale therapy codes. 110,000 followers now credit her desert openness as their first safe oasis. Community rides shimmer in crushed glass paint. Hundreds pedal the Riverwalk at dusk, wearing Highwater Glow on collarbones and LED tumbleweed halos on spokes. Ticket proceeds expand, beacon grants, and install wheelchair snorkel lifts at Desert Springs. Burrito stands keep grills hot late because green chili wrap sales jump 15% on ride nights. Luna leaves on a vintage cruiser with Fandango plush strapped in a basket, stopping to retie any riders dragging lace. Her memoir, Currents Keep Names, lands in 11 languages next spring, while a stream crew shadows her dream of converting decommissioned weather balloons into nomad maker labs for reservation high schools. Puma's Wide to Wave lantern sneakers launch next quarter, threaded in reflective rope and cushioned by algae foam, sending 10% of revenue straight into beacon projects hugging the Mojave Rim. Book an invitation arrives on a warm gust. If your subscribe button still shines red, tap it gray now. One click locks your boarding pass so the next tide rolls onto your screen before algorithm winds change. After this story fades, open the description, waiting there fresh high water glow drops, direct entry to Beacon Grant applications, tonight's Strings and Steam playlist, and a discreet compass, a research-built packet of conversation starters and calm confidence rituals mapping the clearest trail to authentic love and the most reliable method to help any woman you meet feel that undeniable spark. Free, yours, with one tap. With the Soto cap spine, rope cadence gown save, or Fandango sneeze raise your grin, smash the like button, spill your favorite wave in the comments, and hand this voyage to a friend who sails hang still. Every curve redirects currents, every scar refracts moonlight, and the desert sky bows to anyone who plants both boots on cracked earth and shouts, "Tomorrow, I am here." Last hush of dusk slides across your speaker. Subscribe now, claim your proud seat, and meet me on the next rolling tide. When a new story flares on the horizon and courage calls your name once more,